It is back to school time in San Antonio. Children heading back to class. Experts say there are some ways you can help make this transition easier for your whole family. Joining us, Dr. Joshua Essery with Clarity Child Guidance Center. Thank you for joining us today.
Sure,
this is an important time to give parents some meaningful tips, I think. Kids having a lot of excitement about the first day, but maybe anxiety as well?
Absolutely. This is such a big transition for any kid, even in any grade. And I think the important things for parents to remember is that that comes with a lot of feelings, which can be anxiety, like you said. And it's really important that parents make it okay for the kids to have their feelings and also to talk about them. It would also be important for parents to know to validate those feelings. Let the kids know it's okay, it makes sense that you may be feeling some degree of anxiety with such a big transition, and let's talk about it, and let's talk about what we can do to help support you as your parents, or even if there's things that we can do in talking to your teachers that could help us.
And then, you know, with social media is a big thing with a lot of kids, especially in middle school and high school, and with that comes maybe some cyberbullying. Any kind of conversations we should be having with kids about that? It
sure is. I think the first is for parents to put it on the table, similar to the anxiety. Let's talk about this. This is a real thing, and it's also something that maybe parents don't fully understand themselves, and so asking for the kids to educate them on exactly what it is that they experience is important, but also letting them know there are really very real consequences to this type of behavior. And so whether they're a bully or whether they see bully happening, it's important that if they see something, if they hear something, that they need to say something to someone.
Think about the consequences on the other end, right?
Exactly. This really hurts people.
Right. Yeah. And for older kids, maybe going into later years in high school or even college for the first time, any advice?
Yeah. Well, similar to just a transition back to a grade, college is even a bigger transition, and it comes with all those developmental tasks about being independent for the first time and being away from your parents maybe for the first time, and it can bring up questions like, will I make it? Do I have what it takes to be on my own and sort of cut it in the adult world, so to speak? And so the tips for college kids returning to campus is to not, going to campus for the first time, is to not fear asking for help. It's okay to ask for support, whether that means reaching back to your support system back home, like your parents or friends, or also most college campus centers have, you know, some degree of counselors on staff or counselors nearby that they can reach out to help. Similar to the younger kids, being sure that you get into some kind of a routine and really establish time to set aside to study, as well as remember to attend class, because just because there's not somebody there getting you to go doesn't mean that it's not important. It would be something important to remember with that. And then lastly, get connected. Reach out to people socially. Go to clubs. Try to find some organization that you can feel a sense of belonging in. That'll help with the transition as well.
Being in a smaller group within a larger group.
Yes,
helpful, especially in college, I would imagine.
That's a great way to say it, yes.
All right, thank you, Dr. Essery.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your time. And if you have other questions for Clarity Child Guidance Center, you can go to their website, claritycgc.org. You can also call them 616-0300.